Hi, and welcome to Conversations with Chris. These casual chats are a fun way to meet and learn about members of the Madonna University community, from faculty and staff to students, alumni, and donors. I'm Chris Doherty, president at Madonna. My guest today is Sister Mary Aquinas Szott, a member of the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Felix, better known as the Felician Sisters of North America. Sister Aquinas serves as a trustee on Madonna University's board, and today we're going to learn more about Sister Aquinas and her work. Welcome, Sister Aquinas.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah. Thanks very much.
If you can, please tell us about your formation as a Felician sister, your work with Madonna, your education, and your other pursuits professionally.
Certainly. I'm really happy to be with you this afternoon, and I'm one of those sisters who knew she always wanted to be a sister, if you will. So I was brought up by Felician sisters in elementary and high school, and it was just natural for me to enter the convent after I graduated high school. So my formation was the basic training of novitiate, and along the way we had other offerings in terms of summer programs and different kinds of spiritual training about what it means to be a sister and a Felician. And so after as I was going through those, I was also engaged in ministry because our sisters primarily were teachers and nurses. And so I began teaching in junior high, high school. Eventually I made my way to college. And I also became a licensed psychologist along the way. I think my experience has been what Blessed Angela once said, serve you where you are needed. Of course, we need to be prepared professionally, so I did go to school besides formal training, if you will. So my bachelor's is from Felician University, and I have a master's from Catholic University, and my doctorate is from Seton Hall University. And so along the way, I met many interesting people, and I do think that the charism and mission of Angela to serve where we are needed really is something that I was able to do in my lifetime. Those are just a few of the highlights from my experience.
That's great, and we're always grateful for the perspective you bring as an educator, as a counselor, to your work as a board member at Madonna.
Thank you.
Sister, you were one of the first people I met at Madonna University, given your role on the search committee. I was wondering if you could share some perspectives with us with regard to your work on the board, leadership on the board at Madonna, and your perspectives on the university as a result of that work.
Sure. I came to know Madonna, believe it or not, when I was in high school, because I think the sisters at that time in New Jersey were recruiting, if you will, if any of the women wanted to come to Madonna for their education. But that wasn't the path that I chose. And then I met Sister Franceline many years ago, one of the presidents of Madonna, and we worked together because I worked at Felician University and Sister was the president here. And I think that my early exposure to Madonna was one that brought me back with a really strong impression of everything that's happening here. And what I mean is, Madonna was founded by the Felician sisters, and we recognize the fact that today I'm the only Felician sister on the board, and you are our third lay president, I believe. And so we know that we are sharing our ministry with lay colleagues like yourself, Chris. And so it's important that the mission of the sisters, the mission of Madonna, what it means to be Catholic, Felician, and Franciscan are things that are continued. And so just as I was formed, in many ways the board is formed through our mission integration vice president, and really, the culture, the people here really speak to that. And I know that when I come to Madonna, I always go back reinvigorated and re-energized. I meet students as I come to the president's office. They're in the middle of the welcome area in the opening of the college building. And I have a chance to talk to them. I met some of them outside of Take 5 a few times. At the commencement service, the stories that they tell are really very impressive, and they really speak to what Madonna is all about. And I think that we trustees are here to support the president and the administration through the decisions that we are asked to make that will help you and everybody at Madonna continue to keep the tradition and the excellent education into the future for many years to come.
That's great. And we'll have a chance to do some more of that mission formation this afternoon as we meet as a board. And I'm very grateful that each of us who are part of the Madonna University community have the opportunity for those lay formation experiences. Sister, you also serve on the Board of Trustees at the two other Felician institutions of higher education,
Right.
Villa Maria in Buffalo, and also Felician University in New Jersey. Can you share some of your experiences serving on each of our boards and what that tells you about higher education, what that tells you about the work that we do on behalf of the unique population of students that we serve?
Sure. I guess we can all say that Michigan is not New Jersey, is not New York State. And yet, all three of our higher education institutions are the same fundamentally because they were all founded by the Felician Sisters and are sponsored in that way. But the people and the culture, it's like are different. And I sometimes think of it in comparison to a baseball or football team. So the Buffalo Bills are not the New York Jets, no. Well, how about the Giants? Are not the Detroit Lions, but they all play the same game. And they have slightly different rules. And of course, the players are the same and different. And so it is, I think, similar to the boards of trustees because the men and women who serve with us are really committed. And one of the things that I've experienced when I have some conversations and when we speak at board meetings is this. I think that each of them discovered something unique about Madonna or Villa or Felician. And we all describe it a little differently, but it's really the same. It's the charism, the gift, the mission, the tradition of the Felician Sisters. And it looks different because each of the schools has slightly different programs. All of the players are not exactly the same, although most of the offices are. And so, again, they're all faced with the same challenges that higher ed is faced with today, but they all roll up their sleeves and try to come up with solutions and ways in which they can continue to serve the students, the administration, and particularly the president. So I'm not quite sure that answers the question, but it's really a wonderful place to be able to bring whatever it is, to bring myself, I guess, as a Felician sister to all of these different populations and to work side by side with all of these dedicated colleagues in ministry.
That's great, and I think it's a great analog. We all play the same game in different ways, and so thanks for that.
Yes.
We have just about a minute left, Sister, but I do want to note that the Felician Sisters in North America are celebrating their 150th anniversary coming up, and we at Madonna are delighted to host that Heritage Center here in our Welcome Center. Any thoughts just about the 150th anniversary of the Felician Sisters in North America that you'd like to share with the Madonna University community?
Sure, I think it's a wonderful experience and a wonderful thing to celebrate. In 1874, 5 sisters came to North America, and we have wonderful ministries all over the United States and Canada. But if you just take a look here in Livonia, again, the first time I came, when I was at Madonna, I couldn't see anything else on the property because it was so big. But it's more than the property. It's really the celebration of what the sisters have done to serve where they're needed. And I think to celebrate with our colleagues, with our partners in ministry, will even add to that because we'll have many stories to share what this property was like when Sister DeSales, Mother DeSales bought it plot by plot. And look at what it's become today, Madonna University, a great shining star, really. So God bless you and the staff and community of Madonna as you continue to move it forward.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sister. Sister Aquinas, really enjoyed getting to know you a little more about you, your work, and your love of Madonna. Thanks for a great chat. I'll continue to look to you for more ways to live out the Felician Sisters legacy here at Madonna. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to introduce you to more great Madonna people, places, and God bless.